All right, what's up YouTube? This is Jonathan from J Plays Keys. Today I'm going to come and talk to you about a traditional gospel song intro pattern that once I play it, you've heard it a bunch of times, and this can be used to go into any number of the call and response songs. I'm a Soldier in the Army of the Lord being one of the most popular, but once you hear it, you'll know that you can apply it in many different places. So let me go ahead and jump right into it. Before I do that, just want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe and help us continue to grow the J Plays Keys community. I appreciate everybody watching, so let's get right into the demo. Here's what I want to teach you today how to do. All right, let me do it one more time in a different way. Right, and one more way. All right, so you've heard that many different times. So what I can basically do is come off of that right. All right, so this is what I'm showing you is just that intro part, and it's also really the ending to a lot of those traditional gospel songs. And if you want to know what I was doing right there when I went, did this run and then went into this other run, that is in a previous video from J Plays Keys called 3 Easy Bass Runs, and I'll put a link to that in the description. And once you put that video, 3 Easy Bass Runs, with this video, you'll pretty much be able to play any of those call and response type songs. I'm a Soldier in the Army of the Lord, What You Know About Jesus, a bunch of things like that. All right, Get Right Church and Let's Go Home, things like that. All right, so let's talk about this intro. What you'll notice is, what you should notice is that I'm starting right here on the 5, right? Then I go to the 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay, so there's a pattern there. So you're going from the 5, and then you're going to go 6, 2, 5, 1. All right, in your bass. That's basically what you're trying to do. And I'm in the key of B flat. In the key of A flat. So when you see me go, and let me just talk about the left hand. 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. All I'm doing is just adding notes that help me walk up to the 6, 2, 5, 1, right? So I'm just adding the note right before it. So before the C, before the 6 is this B. So I'll go, and then I'll do this F sharp before this F. I'm just adding a note right there, right? Right, so just make sure that you know what we're doing is hitting this 5, 6, 2, 5, 1, because it doesn't matter what note you hit before as long as it sounds good, right? So I could go and hit the note, I could hit this C sharp before this C. Instead of hitting this B first, I'll go. Right, I can do that because the point is making sure that I hit those notes. All right, so if you see me play it differently here and there, just know that that's just something you can do as you get to start learning how to play it different ways. So let me show you how to do it. In your right hand, in your left hand, I pretty much already broke that down. It's from the 3, from G, A flat, A, B flat. So, right? Or you can do it different speeds. So G, A flat, A, B flat, walking up. C, F, B flat, A flat. Let's do it one more time. All right, so just make sure you're paying attention to the keyboard that's on the screen and looking at my fingers. And go ahead and rewind if you need help with that and learning the finger positions and things like that. But basically, practice is the way to get good at this, because your fingers might not do exactly what mine do, but as long as you find a way that's comfortable for you and you hit the right notes, it's all good. So that's your left hand. So dun 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 dun. And then you come back and march it back up. Right? So you start here, G, A flat, A, B flat, and you end G, A flat, A, B flat, right? So one more time, last time. All right. So what's your right hand doing? So on this G, E flat chord in your right hand, G, B flat, E flat. On this A flat, you got this chord, F sharp, B flat, C, E flat. And on the A, you're going to play a diminished, F sharp, A, C, E flat. And on the B flat, you're going to play this E flat chord on the right hand. Okay, so notice your right hand doesn't really need to move that much. Okay, now you can also play E flat chord over G, just like I showed you. And here you can also play a flat chord over this A flat, right? Instead of playing this, you can play this. So you just where you want to put your thumb. So you go. And then play the same that I showed you before. F sharp, A, C, E flat. E flat chord over B flat. Or, right? And then I'm gonna keep on walking my bass up. Alright, so I'm gonna show you that before I show you that. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the chords first. So let's do it one more time. Right here, I got E, B flat, E flat. And what that is, that's a tritone, the tritone over that C, right? And that's all I'm doing for the bass, is just following the tritones for each note. So C tritone, F tritone, E flat, A, E flat over this F in the bass. B flat in the bass is D, A flat, and E flat in the right hand. And on that E flat, you're returning to your bass, to your root, your one. You're going to have this C sharp, G, E, C sharp, G, B flat, and E flat. And if you cannot play that, if you're not able to stretch that far, I definitely suggest you start practicing making these big chords, because you're going to need them, but you can play this. So just move this right here, up here. Move this C sharp, up here. Play the same chord. Alright, watch me play it. All I'm doing is walking these down. Okay, so notice that, and if you know music theory, you'll understand, but all I'm doing here, when I'm playing these tritones that I just showed you, I'm just walking it down. Just follows the circle of fifths there. So let's go again. Right, and what I'm doing is just keeping this E flat in the up here in the right hand. So there you go. And then you walk it back up, right? So let me do it full tempo. Okay, so when you walk it back up, you're going to play the same chords I showed you at the beginning, and then you're going to play this, which is tritone over that B flat, A flat in your right hand, A flat, D, F sharp, and B flat. Right? You want to get good at rolling right into it. And again, if you can't play this B flat up here, you can just you can drop it and play it down here. Right? A flat, B flat, D, and F sharp. So in my videos, I really like to show you multiple ways to play things. So don't feel like you got to play it a certain way every time. So that's why I give you options. If you can't stretch up here, you play it down here, okay? Remember, music, there is a theory and there is a strategy to music, but a lot of times it's what you feel and what sounds good to you and how you express yourself. So I play it like this. You might play it like this. You know, whatever, you know, so. So we should be there right now, okay? And then, of course, that would be the beginning of the song or the verse, and then you would go into, right, which I already showed you. All right, so let me go ahead and roll right into that, just to show you the timing and everything, and then I'll show you how to play this a different way. Right, so there you go. That's how you would roll right into the song. So you might have seen me play it like this, going up, and all I did here, it's just an inversion. So instead of playing the E flat chord here, I played it here, and I played the same with my A flat, C, E flat, A flat. Played my diminished up here, C, E flat, F sharp, A. And then my E flat chord is here, E flat, G, B flat. Okay, so I can go playing this B and this E, and then A and E flat. Remember, they're walking down. Okay, end on this E flat. G, B flat, C sharp, E flat, just like before. And then, right, so you can go, or you can do it up here. It's just an inversion. Okay, let me do it like that one more time. All right, there you go. And in this case, you know, we were keeping the E flat up here as we walk the tritones down. This, I'm just keeping the B flat up there. You don't have to. In fact, in a real service, I usually don't do that. I kind of just let the tritones be by themselves like this. On this B flat, I will hit this A flat and D, but add this F. And then walk it back up. Okay, now for the right hand solo, which is probably the most catchy thing that I demonstrated at the beginning, it's going to be like this. All right, so, and I had to show you the chords first so you understand what you're doing when you do that. So and then you're gonna do what the right hand's doing. me go ahead and break it down. So you hit this in your left hand, you're going to hit B flat, and then your right hand's going to meet your left hand on C. And as you continue, you're just going to continue walking your left hand down. Right, and the notes for your right hand are B flat, B, C, B, B flat, F sharp, G, B flat, C, F sharp, F, E flat, C, E flat. It's kind of hard to do it out of time, but I hope I spelled it out slow enough for you to catch it. So let me play it really slow. Again, make sure you're paying attention to the keyboard on the screen. Alright, so if you need to, make sure you rewind that, take a look at it. The notes and the name of the notes light up on the screen, which will show you exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm playing it really slow so you can catch it. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson so far, but so I want to show you some stuff that I do to make this even more, add that little gospel flavor to it. I think it's gospel flavor, add my flavor to it. You'll notice that when I walk it back up at the end, sometimes I'll go right in my left hand and just B flat, and then walk it back from A flat, A, B flat. Okay, or I might hit the lower B flat, which you can't really see. Let me move it up here. All right, so that's another thing you can do. All right, so, and one more thing is, so see how I kind of, before I hit this E flat chord here over this G, I'll hit this F sharp as a grace note. And I'll hit, before I hit this diminished chord over this A, I'll kind of slide from the A flat to the A. Okay. So you can use grace notes all over the place in this progression. Right, so it just depends on how much you're practicing and what you want it to sound like. Because if you're playing a song that's real fast, you're probably not going to use grace notes. But if you're playing a slower song, right, you know, you're going to play grace notes if it's more slow and you kind of want to add a little feel to it. So, and that leads me to my last little trick that I do, that I just did at the end. So I'm gonna walk it up like normal. And remember I showed you this. The other thing you can do is F in the bass, and then A, E flat, F sharp in your right hand, and then on the B flat you hit B flat in the bass and then A flat, D, F. right? A, E flat, F sharp, A flat, D, F, or you can do this. A, E flat, see, using that tritone over that F, and got this A flat up here by itself in my right hand, and then A flat, D, F sharp, and then you go right there, right? See, that sounds pretty jazzy right there. Right, so you can end it, and then you play this in your left hand, G, C sharp, F, and then in your right hand. Okay, so you might do that at the end of the song. I don't know if you actually do that in church, but sorry, I don't know if you actually do it in church, but I thought about it, so I thought I'd break it down for you. So, okay. There you go. All right, that's it for this lesson here at Jay Plays Keys. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you learned something, even if you kind of already knew the pattern. Maybe you didn't know the solo part, or you know, maybe you learned something, or maybe you saw something that you can pass on to another brother or sister that's trying to learn and get better at church music. So until next time, I appreciate your time once more, and I'll see you in the next video here at Jay Plays Keys.